Use 1500 watt monoblock. Basically, I'm running about 600 or 700 watts, roughly RMS as subwoofer on the CT Sounds Stratos, and I had to get dual 4s because apparently this being a Crescendo audio amp, it does not go half ohm without going into protect and this and that, at least very well. So I was kind of disappointed about that, but it still is an amazing amp, and 1 ohm stable, of course, and it's the 1500 RMS of the amp, not the max. I saw at 13.9 volts that this does roughly 1800 watts, which will be more than enough for the CT Stratos. So can't wait for that. But did a little pre-cutting, of course, to get the box open a little easier and everything. There was a sticker here, but me being a sticker fanatic, I went ahead and instantly ran outside and put it on my car just because I'm excited about this. But here, of course, you have your manual. This is all the series that the Symphony has. You have a 600 watt monoblock, 1500 watt. You have 1500/1F, which is, as far as I understand, for like a mid-ranges and tweeters or something along those lines. Then you have your 2 channels, and then of course the 4 channel, which is what I'm highly interested in getting next. Have a Diamond Audio, but of course it's not mine. Need to get Crescendo amp because I'm in love with them. So here you have the amp, of course, good packaging always, with high-end equipment. Bass knob, that's not going to matter, I don't use those. Use an equalizer, but then it looks like some minor Allen wrenches and screws, I guess, for mounting and tuning, stuff like that. But the thing I like is I have a small 2002 Chevy Malibu, so it's not really anything major as in size, rather than the other Crescendo amps being like bass clef and Encore and stuff like that. They have huge sizes. Like the bass clef 2000 is the one I had my eye on for a long time, and it's got to be like way more and a lot bigger in size. Of course, this is my hand next to the 1500 that I have here. It's very, very, very tiny, which is what I love since I have such a small car. But let's get it out of this packaging. But now me getting this amp was only because I love, I've seen Crescendo amps on Crescendo subs, and me having CT Sounds 700 watt subs, I was going to get the AT 1400. It's a CT Sound monoblock. It is half ohm stable, and they're just amazing looking amps, and they perform good. But I wanted to switch it up because we've never done a CT Sound setup on a Crescendo amp yet, so that'd be cool to see what that's like. So once again, the size is ridiculously small for the power this has, but let's flip it over and check it out. So you have your input, gain, subsonic, low pass, bass, boost, simple stuff, input. It's pretty cool. Remote wire, or remote, I guess, for the bass knob and all that. Output left and right. So you have an input and an output. So that's always cool. If you want to add a second, your ground and your power. The thing I love about this amp is I run 0 gauge no matter what monoblock I have, because it's more efficient as far as power. But you have 0 gauge on this one. It's almost the size of my finger, of course. But so you have 0 gauge ground and power, rather than a 4 or 8 gauge, which is really cool. And then of course you have your remote wire, then your subwoofer, regular positive and negatives. But this amp, hopefully I'll get it installed soon. I have a few sheets of like a Stinger roadkill I need to order probably sometime this week for the build. And then yeah, we're gonna see how those the CT Sounds sound on of course, an amazing make of amps, Crescendo Audio, which we carry Crescendo, Massive Audio, CT Sounds, we can get like a DB drive. Of course, like high-end brands that are like very, very, very upcoming, rather than the typical kicker, Rockford, Fosgate, and Sundown. I mean, we can get all these brands, but I wanted to switch it up, especially being such amazing subs on such an amazing amp, and not having the space, which is why I'm glad that this is how it is. It's such a small little deal for such an amount of output. But I'll hopefully have a video soon on all of that, probably in a week, maybe two at most, depending on however long it's going to take. But that's everything that comes with your Crescendo audio. Basically, bass knob, of course your amplifier, some stickers, manual. Check out some other things.